Hello everybody, it's Jeff Williams with your Grand Lake Outdoor Report. Hope y'all are having a great day, and if you were not at the Grand Lake over Labor Day, you missed out. You were one of the few that wasn't here because we had plenty of folks around the shores of Grand Lake from Friday through Monday, and we saw lots of wave runners. We saw lots of big boats, ski boats, and lots of fishermen out and about early in the morning and late in the evening. So it looked like we had another wonderful time at Grand Lake over Labor Day. Let's talk a little bit about the fishing. Let's talk about hunting first, and then we'll talk about fishing. So dove season opened up, and I don't know anybody that's really done a lot of good around the Grand Lake area dove hunting, but I had some friends that went out west and went into southwest Oklahoma, and they really had some good dove shoots. They had some big groups of guys, and they hunted some agriculture areas, and they really did good. They actually found some land to lease that had kind of been cultivated for doves, and so they paid a per gun fee to go in and hunt some of these locations. And they really had a good dove shoot, and that's a great way to kick off fall hunting season. I know there's a lot of people around the lake that are getting ready for bow hunting. There's a lot of trail cameras out right now. A lot of people are putting out deer attractants and corn. They're trying to find old mossy horns, or they're trying to find something to shoot an arrow at. So that's going on hot and heavy, and with this cooler weather we have moving in this week, it's going to really make a lot of people start to think about hunting season. And L&L Gun down in Jay, I believe they are the sponsor of the Grand Lake Outdoor Report, and that is a fantastic place to get your firearms or get your ammunition. They have some archery stuff down there. So you might want to visit those guys. I bought a nice gun from them down there last year for my wife, and just real friendly folks. And they just bought a lot of fixed expandable broadheads down there, and they've got fixed expandables in 100s, 125s. They've got eliminator broadheads in the 85 grain 100 and the 100 grain broadhead. So they made a large investment in those broadheads. So if you're used to using the fixed expandables in this area, which have been sold for years, or you're wanting to try something else that's a little different, you want to make sure and visit those guys down there. So let's talk a little bit about the fishing. Now, I'll tell you, the crappie fishing's been a little tougher than I like it here this week. The fish are extremely finicky, which happens this time of the year when we get these really hot days like we had over the weekend. And it just seems like we'll get a cooling trend on the lake, and then we end up with these kind of Indian summer hot September days. And when we do, for whatever reason, historically, it has made the fishing can be kind of difficult. And there's not any problem finding little crappie. My gosh, we are absolutely loaded with small crappie in this lake right now. But getting a stringer of or a limit of big fish isn't as easy as it used to be. So if you come to Grand Lake, you might want to bring extra minnows, because the little ones are going to chew your minnows up before you can get down to the big ones. I know people that are fishing off of docks and boats, and they're all saying the same thing. That's what's going on with the crappie. I did catch some on go-go minnows, slow rolling go-go minnows in deep brush. And it was kind of a slow, methodical way to fish, but that's one pattern that I can usually catch big fish on. Now, I don't catch a lot of fish at each brush pile, and I have to fish really deep to get those fish, but I do catch a lot of fish on go-go minnows, fishing in brush piles from 20 to 30 foot deep. And I was primarily fishing around the Governor's Island area when I did catch those fish this last week. White bass fishing is also just kind of hit and miss, but I think as we have this water cool down this week, we've got some wind and north wind, I think we're going to see the white bass bites start to pick up and these fish start to move closer to the banks and the shallow water. So rooster tails and go-go minnows would be a great choice there. Bow fishing has been excellent. People that are going out are reporting lots and lots of fish to shoot at. So if you do like to bow fish, the water is clear at Grand Lake, and come get all you want because we got plenty of rough fish in this lake for you guys to shoot at. We got guys snagging spoonbill. They're catching fish up around the mouth of Elk River, and they have figured out some areas to target paddlefish in early September, which is kind of unique. Usually our paddlefish season where guys really get after them is a little bit later toward winter, but got some really great reports from some of the guides around the lake that are snagging paddlefish. So if you want to come give that a shot, there are definitely people that are very successful doing that. And then catfishing has been kind of hit and miss as well, but my neighbor Lance, he did catch a really nice catfish earlier this week, 36 pounds, and what a wonderful blue cat that fish was. He caught some smaller fish to go along with it, and I haven't been doing a lot of catfishing, but I'm seeing on the Grand Fishing Report Facebook group that there are people catfishing out around Sailboat Bridge, and they're fishing from 12 to 25, 30 foot deep, and they're catching some really nice blue cats out there. Haven't seen a lot of jug fishermen. I just haven't seen a lot of cat guys out, but that's all going to change once this cooler weather starts moving in and this water starts dropping off into the 70s. Some big hybrids being caught down below the dam when they're generating. So if we get some water up in Kansas and Missouri, I look for that fishing below the dam. Once they start consistent generation, I look for the fishing below the dam to get great. We even saw some pictures of a 14-pound hybrid that had been caught there. So anyway, I'm Jeff Williams. Please visit our Grand Lake Facebook group, which is grandfishingreport.com. You can keep up with what all the local anglers are doing, and I think you're going to really enjoy it if you sign up or you're on Facebook. Remember, it's the group that's called grandfishingreport.com. Thanks for listening. Hope you all have a great week, and we'll see you out on the lake.